Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to quickly discuss how to detox yourself before Ramadan, but obviously if you get to watch this after Ramadan, you can still use these tips to enhance your Ramadan experience of 2024. Before we start, may Allah allow us to all see Ramadan. And these dogs are always going to be part of these videos, and I do apologize. I just never can get a quiet time with them. They're so loud. I just feel like I always have to apologize for them, so I do apologize for them. They're my neighbor's dogs. I can't, get rid. But I wanted to start off with talking about how to detox your body during Ramadan. And one of the first ways of doing this is to always be in constant state of wudu. Wudu is so beneficial for us. Every follicle of hair that our wudu touches, every water that when we perform wudu touches our body, every hair strand of it expiates our sins. So it's quite a good sunnah to participate, not just when you're just doing wudu, when you're making wudu for salah, but also when you're going out, leaving your house, going to sleep. Performing wudu is very, very important and very rewarding, subhanallah. But also practice gratitude. Your body is a physical form, but your body also listens to the things that you say. And if you're in constant gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you'll feel it in your body. You'll be more at ease, you'll feel less angst, you'll be more energized to do more ibadah, to do more worship. So be grateful. Teach your body to be in constant gratitude. Say alhamdulillah when you're going out the door, when you're waking up in the morning, say your adhkars during the day. These being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enables us to worship him better, and also fuels our iman, so our body can physically perform all the worships that we need to perform, especially during Ramadan, when we start off with such a high because we're so excited, and then suddenly in the middle we drop. Number 3 is try to use miswak, especially before every salah, like to revive the sunnah of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam by using the miswak. The Rasul himself said that if he didn't think it would be too much, he would have made sunnah, he would have made miswak a fard upon us. So try using a miswak in between salahs, or whenever you can, whenever you use it, it's the sunnah, but mainly just before you pray every salah, because doing this is performing a sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and especially in the month of Ramadan, the reward of it is high. So try to use the miswak. It's good for your teeth as well, but it's also nice to just do an additional sunnah that you're not really used to into your day life during Ramadan. Drink a lot of water before Ramadan starts, especially during Ramadan. But before it, train your body to be used to relying on water, because you want your body to be mainly water when you're fasting, although all the foods are tempting. Prepare your body to drink a lot more water, rejuvenate your body in preparation to Ramadan. Let your cells be moist, because Ramadan will strip it out. I'm one of those people who literally juggle it down just before Adhan al-Fajr. I regret it instantly every single time, but do I do it again the next day? Of course I do. I'm only human. I might not look like I'm just only human, but I am only human. So I'm in the same boat, but try to keep your body moist, try to be hydrated, and yeah. And also, whilst you're doing that, tip 5 is get fresh air, go for long walks, get in some sunshine, and also get some exercise in. Prepare your body for exercise. And just because we're fasting, that doesn't mean that you are unable to do certain exercises. When you're fasting, at least create 15 minutes, maybe after your fast has broken, after you pray Tarawih, still implement exercises in your day-to-day life during Ramadan, because your mental health will thank you for it. May Allah reward you for it as well, trying to keep your body, you're keeping your body healthy. Allah will surely reward you for that. But it's very important that we don't stop having exercise or stop going for walks just because we're fasting. We can do a lot whilst we're fasting. Like fasting is not a burden upon us, and there's so much benefit in fasting. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Baqarah said fasting is good for you only if you knew. So unless you have a medical condition, put a 30-minute out of your day whilst you're fasting or after you're fasting of exercising. Do not forget to go outside, get fresh air, and get sunshine, because especially in the UK we lack vitamin D, and you don't want to be lacking vitamin D excessively during Ramadan. And fresh air and being in nature allows you to appreciate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's ni'mah, appreciate Ramadan, and just soak it all in, and just be out in nature and be grateful and do dhikr, and let the trees, the leaves be witnesses, inshallah, to you remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during Ramadan. Like, wow, incredible, you know. Another way of detoxing, we're moving on from detoxing the body to detoxing your soul. You can detox your soul before Ramadan, but also you can use these tips, like I said, during Ramadan. It's just better to do it before, just so you're prepared for what you're going into. Seek forgiveness. Istighfar. Istighfar, 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 astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfir. Istighfar, girlies, is your key to getting everything you want in this dunya. But not just that, to just feel more at ease, to, you know, understand that we're only humans and understand we make mistakes. And istaghfar rabbish, you know, there's nothing bad of asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to pardon you. Matter of fact, the reward of it is so great. So for your soul to be at ease, for your soul to feel like it's being washed with, you know, coolness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to be washed with contentment from Allah. Istighfar is the worship that you want to engage with the most. And the more engaged you are before Ramadan, the more easier it will be in Ramadan, because your tongue is trained to say istighfar, istighfar, like astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah during the day. And I get a lot of people asking me, how do you make istighfar? It's very simple. Astaghfirullah, that's all you have to say. Astaghfirullah. And whilst you're making istighfar, think about the things that you have done that you want Allah to pardon you, you know. Another way of detoxing your soul before Ramadan and during Ramadan is to stop backbiting, stop engaging in activities that are meaningless, that don't benefit you, don't benefit anybody. So stop backbiting, try to avoid listening to music, exchange it to podcast, exchange it to Islamic lecture, exchange it to my videos, but try not to listen to music. You know, Ramadan is a month that the reward of it is so great. The reward is so it's a shame, forget about getting bad deeds, but it's a shame to waste every second of this month that our reward is getting multiplied in ways we will not even be able to imagine. To waste it by committing atrocities against ourselves and listen to music, whilst we can easily avoid them. We can easily avoid them. And if you ask me how, like I said, replace it with podcasts, put Surah Al-Baqarah on, make a Quran playlist, make an Nasheed vocal playlist, and engage in that. If you find it very, very hard to do that as well, delete music apps, you know, to avoid them. Also, I would say try to avoid your screen time, like TikTok, like Instagram, any social media, but not just that as well. People say like, reduce screen time, go on social media. No, I'm also talking about like actual screen time, TV. Reduce your time watching series, reduce your time watching shows, and anything that you think is not you utilizing this month to its best capacity. And you will know what it is. Gossip Girl, I don't know, any TV shows you can think about, just don't. You know, if you do really want to wait till after Ramadan, but before that, every second of Ramadan should count, and every second should be dedicated to worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you do want to break because your mouth is really dry from making so much dhikr and reading so much Quran, then watch Islamic lectures. There's so many of them on YouTube. Yeah, but definitely try to avoid going on social media, because these are going to be the best 30 days of your life if you reduce your screen time. And trust me. Self-reflect. Your soul needs self-reflection. Allah talks about self-reflecting. He talks about that people will only truly understand Allah's greatness is when they reflect, when they reflect on the barakah Allah has given them, when they reflect on their hardships, when they reflect on their communication and interaction with other people, when you reflect, your soul feels like it has a purpose. Reflecting on Allah's bounties, reflecting on a trial, reflecting and seeing how you could do better next time. Keep on reflecting. Journaling is very crucial. Some people like to physically jot it down and talk about the ins and out of what they've been through, or talk about the ins and out of the things that they're grateful for. But if you're not that kind of girlie, that's okay, because I don't think I am. But like, take time out of your day where you're like, oh, this happened today, I've done this, alhamdulillah, I've done this, it's better than what I used to do, but if only I did something else. And this is not you like, trying to like be harsh on yourself. No, be kind to yourself, but also understand that there was ways of improvement in this interaction. And when you're reflecting on Allah's bounties, when you're reflecting on the things that Allah has given to you, try to dwell upon it. Like, Ya Allah, I'm really grateful for my health. And then dwell upon that. Dwell to the point where you feel the gratitude, So being grateful and reflecting is very important. Give charity. Pray tahajjud, make dhikr and read Quran. These things, your soul will rejoice from them. Your soul will feel so happy when you give charity. There was a psychologist who literally did a study that said that one of the greatest emotion, like one of the best ways, if not the best ways, of human beings ever feeling happy and like content is once they spend on others, once they give to others, and they, you see the reward of it, you believe in the reward of it, you see what it does to people. So give sadaqah, give charity. This is the month of giving, so give as much as you can. But like I said, this is a detox before Ramadan, so give before Ramadan. Give, if only you can give is £1 a day, £1 a day, give that. If you can only give £1 a week, give that. If all you can give is 50p a month, give that, because Allah knows what you can give. It's not a cheating game here. Like, you can't cheat the system. Allah knows what you can give. And if you put the best foot forward, if that's only 50p, trust me, Allah will allow you to rejoice from that. There is nothing that is small in the scales of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So give. And if all you can give is a smile, then give. And you know exactly what I mean. If all you can give is a nice word, then give. It's sadaqah. Allah has beautified it as a sadaqah. So give. Pray tahajjud. Prepare your body of qiyam al-layl. Prepare your body to stand up in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with excitement. With, Ya Allah, look, I have such a great conversation with you. Let's talk. The journey with tahajjud is just you go to him when you need something, but go to him exciting. Go to him confused. Go to him and you don't, Ya Allah, like today I really don't have anything to tell you. But it's tahajjud and I'm up. Go to him in that state. And I swear to you, will never return empty-handed. Train your body to wake up for tahajjud. Train your body to have conversations in tahajjud, like long conversations, like 2 rak'ah that last 2 minutes. No, like long. Make it longer. Conversate to Allah longer. Make dua for the most tedious things, like, oh ya Allah, look, once I'm done with this, like, I want to have a good cup of tea. You get ajr for that. Make such du'as, because du'as is not just about the big things. It could literally be about small things. And how beautiful is it? Yeah, you have everything in your kitchen to give you a good cup of tea. Yeah, you've decided to make dua that Allah grants you the ability to have barakah in that tea. Because you just had conversation, and trust me, you will be amazed with how much appreciative you will be for that cup of tea. If you would not understand what I'm saying unless you've tried it, and I've tried it, and look at the way I'm grinning. The best. So now moving on is detoxing by food. So there's prophetic foods that I've listed down on here. I keep looking on my right side. I'm a radiographer and I still got my left and rights confused. Don't know how I got my degree. Barakah from Allah, I suppose. But these are the prophetic foods that you could try as a combination and see the health benefits of them, because they wouldn't be prophetic foods otherwise. It is water and dates together, watermelon and cucumber, lemon, water and basil, fiqh and honey, and barley bread or soup. And the reason why these are prophetic foods is because you can tell they're very healthy, they're very nutrition, they're very much allow moisture to your body to be hydrated for a longer period of time. And for the love of God, during Ramadan, try to avoid saturated food, try to avoid junk food. As much as it's tempting, it's literally going to make you feel lethargic and unenergized and demotivated, and that's not what you want in Ramadan. You want to have every ounce of energy you could possibly have in Ramadan to worship Allah like you have not worshipped before. I'm gonna talk about Hadith that I've watched a video on actually. Can't remember where the Hadiths come from, and if anybody does, please comment it on the comments, inshallah. But there was a hadith where these two men entered Islam at the same time. One devoted his whole life for Islam and got martyred. One did the bare minimum, like literally the bare minimum, 5 daily prayers, the bare minimum, and hasn't died as shaheed. This one died, and then this guy, the one that just barely did the bare minimum, not barely, he just did the bare minimum and lived a year after this guy has a shahad. He lived a year more than this shaheed, this martyr, and then he passed away. And then one of the Sahaba at the time had a dream where he saw these two people at the gate of Jannah, and he was there too. And he saw that the guy who did the bare minimum entered Jannah before the martyr. So they entered the guy who did the bare minimum, they entered him to Jannah first, and then they came back and took the martyr, and then they said to the Sahaba, go, it's not your time yet. And he went to the Rasul after he had that dream, and he was like, I thought the martyr will go into Jannah first. And he goes, did this guy, the one who did the bare minimum, did he not live to see one more year that the martyr didn't get to see? And it's like, yeah. He goes, did he not witness Ramadan? And they were like, yeah. Did you not worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Ramadan? They said, yeah. Did you not fast Ramadan? They said, yeah. Did you not pray the salats of Ramadan? They said, yeah. And he goes, Ramadan is so much more greater. The acts of Ramadan, the things we do in Ramadan, fasting in Ramadan, is so much more greater than this man dying as shaheed for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hence why the guy that did the bare minimum, who got to witness another Ramadan that this guy did not get to witness, bear in mind they entered Islam at the same time, so they got to witness the same Ramadans, but this guy got to witness it next Ramadan. Therefore he entered Jannah before the martyr. So Ramadan is a crucial month. So you need every single energy you could possibly get. And the only way you'll get the best amount of energy is by watching what you put in your gut. And that's the truth. So try to stay away from junk food if you can, inshallah. I will struggle, but I will try to stay away from junk food. But yeah, the other way of detoxing your body is, the other way of detoxing before Ramadan or during Ramadan is detoxing sleep. Make wudu before you go to sleep. Say adhkars before you go to sleep. Say adhkar al-masa, the evening masa, if you haven't already said them, before you go to sleep. Read Surah al-Mulk before you go to sleep. Read Ayat al-Kursi before you go to sleep. And always go to sleep in a state of forgiveness and a state of gratitude, being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and forgiving whatever you have encountered for the day, because forgiveness is so much greater than holding a grudge. And that is it. I hope to see you guys in another video, inshallah. Before I let you guys go, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think, inshallah. But definitely subscribe and turn on my notifications so you can see my next video.